a small village nestled between towering mountains. Each morning, the sun cast golden rays upon the humble homes of its people. Among them was a boy named Unny, whose spirit burned brighter than any fire within the village. Captivated by tales of legendary warriors, told by the wise elder Bjorn, he often gathered with other children to hear stories of bravery and honor. And he spent countless hours training alongside skilled fighters, absorbing their knowledge like a sponge. With every swing of his wooden sword and every footstep in the dusty training ground, he honed his skills and built a reputation among his peers as someone destined for greatness. Yet it was not until a fateful day that his courage would be tested beyond measure. Twilight descended one evening. Shadows crept along the village paths like phantoms. A band of ruthless bandits arrived under cover of darkness, intent on pillaging everything they could find. Panic gripped the villagers as cries echoed through the night air. Chaos erupted in what had once been a peaceful haven. Fearless in the face of danger, Unny rushed into action despite being just a boy. He wielded his wooden sword with determination and called upon every lesson learned from his mentors. A sight of impending doom ignited something deep within him, a fierce desire to protect those he loved. With swift movements and strategic strikes, inspired by Freydis, his steadfast friend, who fought alongside him, Unny led groups of villagers to safety, while confronting bandit after bandit with unmatched bravery. His heart thundered with each clash of metal. Adrenaline surged through him as he realized this fight was about saving their home. Amidst the chaos stood Freydis, her fierce spirit shining bright as she maneuvered around foes with grace and agility. Together they formed an unbreakable bond, forged in flames. Their shared dream was not only survival, but protecting their village from ever falling into despair again. Broke over the horizon, bloodied yet victorious. They emerged from battle, battered but triumphant. Tales of Unny's bravery began to swirl throughout their community like embers catching wind. It wasn't long before Bjorn acknowledged their valor, recounting stories about legendary warriors, inspired both young hearts further. Renewed resolve coursing through them both, Unny and Freydis vowed they would rise against any threat that dared come their way again. They understood legends were crafted over time through struggle and sacrifice, each decision echoing forth into eternity. Thus began Unny's journey, a quest shaped by courage steeped deeply within tradition, as whispers carried tales across lands far beyond theirs, promising hope for generations yet to come. The village where Unny and Freydis lived stood on the brink of peril, as Loki, the trickster god, watched from the shadows with mischief in his eyes. He sought to test their mettle by unleashing ferocious beasts upon their peaceful home. Once tranquil nights were filled with howls that echoed through the mountains, creating a sense of impending doom. And he felt an unfamiliar weight settle on his shoulders, while fear gripped the hearts of those around him. He was not one to cower. Turning to Freydis, he found her fierce spirit igniting a fire within him that mirrored his own resolve. Together, they gathered what remnants of courage remained in their village and prepared for the trials ahead. Under the shroud of twilight, Unny and Freydis ventured toward the darkened woods, where ominous growls echoed like distant thunderclaps. Each step resonated with purpose. They were warriors ready to face whatever challenges awaited them. They delved deeper into the forest. They encountered mythical beings, creatures woven from ancient lore that tested their strength in unimaginable ways. First came a serpent-like creature whose scales shimmered like starlight. Eyes glowed with an otherworldly light. Remembering Bjorn's wisdom about strategy over brute force, Unny signaled Freydis to flank it, while he distracted it with swift movements and clever tactics. They maneuvered gracefully around each other, until finally outsmarting the beast by leading it into a trap made from fallen branches. With every challenge overcome together, banshees, wailing echoes through trees, or shadowy figures lurking just beyond sight, they learned invaluable lessons about teamwork and trust. Their bond deepened as both warriors relied on one another's strengths, Unny's bravery complemented Freydis' sharp mind. Odin observed from high above in Asgard, witnessing potential unfolding before him like rare flowers blooming amidst winter's chill. His heart swelled with pride for these two brave souls, shaping greatness beneath trials designed to forge heroes, eventually emerging from their tests unscathed, yet wiser than before. Unny and Freydis returned home under a sky painted with stars shining brightly above, a symbol of hope lingering even amidst darkness. This momentary peace following chaos came whispers among villagers about new threats looming on the horizon, a harbinger signaling war against an invading army threatening several nearby villages. This news stirred something primal within Unny. He felt called forth by destiny, not merely as a defender, but also as a leader ready to unite those willing to stand beside him against adversity. Their tales would soon echo across lands far beyond their small village stories, woven through valorous acts done under duress, a legacy waiting patiently like dormant seeds yearning for spring's touch, so they might blossom into life anew. Began another chapter in both Unny's life and those intertwined within it, a narrative steeped deep in courage where sacrifices would be made alongside victories, celebrated all, while whispers guided them softly towards Valhalla's embrace when time came for valorous souls lost along this arduous path, taken forward into eternal glory. The village began to heal from the wounds of battle. Unny sensed a shift in the air. News of their victory against the bandits spread rapidly, igniting determination in every warrior's heart across neighboring clans. However, with newfound respect came greater challenges. Rumors of an impending war reached their ears. An invading army was amassing, threatening not just their village but others around them. He stood atop a grassy hill overlooking his home as dawn broke, casting rays of hope upon his weary spirit. He gathered the villagers and warriors, feeling a weight upon him, a sense of duty that pressed heavily on his shoulders. Freydis stood beside him, her fierce gaze scanning the horizon for signs of danger while offering unwavering support. They rallied together, urging fighters from various clans to join their cause. Men and women arrived bearing shields emblazoned with symbols representing their heritage. Each shield told tales of valor from ancestors who had fought before them. Under Unny's leadership, he spoke passionately, infusing their hearts with visions of glory and honor. During training sessions held in preparation for the battle ahead, Sigrun's presence lingered like a gentle whisper on the wind, guiding them through moments when doubt crept into their minds. Heard in fleeting glimpses, a soft breeze tousling hair, or an ethereal light shimmering above during strategy discussions. Days turned into nights filled with rigorous training, sweat, and laughter mingled as camaraderie grew among warriors readying themselves for what lay ahead. They learned to wield weapons alongside intelligence and bravery. As one unit, every movement became a dance honed by tradition. Arrived that the invading army was marching toward them, Unny's heart raced, yet steadied itself within him. The sun hung low on the horizon. As shadows lengthened across fields ripe for battle, he felt alive with purpose as he led his comrades onto the battlefield where destiny awaited. A clash echoed through valleys as steel met steel, cries rang out like haunting melodies underscored by resolve fueling every warrior's step forward. Strategies devised during evenings spent beneath starlit skies were tested against foes, clad in armor bearing dark sigils, a stark contrast to their own vibrant shields glimmering under sunlight. Amidst chaos reigned supreme. It was within this storm that Unny fought fiercely alongside Freydis, whose tactical mind shone brightly even amid turmoil. Their bond deepened further with each challenge faced. They moved fluidly between opponents, anticipating each other's next steps effortlessly. Battles are seldom without sacrifice among allies. Fell brave souls who sought honor beneath Odin's watchful eye, even as they struck down foes beneath sunlit skies. Years mingled with rain-soaked earth, below where heroes would lie forever marked by courage. Twilight cast its dim light over battered bodies sprawled across fields once vibrant with life and laughter. Victory tasted bittersweet, despite overwhelming triumph against formidable enemies, capable of shaking foundations built long ago. Those who came before. Its celebration echoing throughout villages near and far, it became clear that stories born here would weave themselves into legends meant to inspire generations beyond their time, tales intricately woven through whispered breaths shared. Round hearth fires flickering warmly against cold nights stretching vast toward infinity. Thus ended this chapter, marked by struggle, the call to glory answered through bloodshed, yet echoing promises never forgotten, that Unny stood tall amongst those willing to defend all they held dear, knowing well legends are shaped not merely by victories won, but also sacrifices made along paths strewn thickly with both grief and resilience entwined eternally. The dust of battle settled, a bittersweet victory enveloped the village. Unny stood amidst the remnants of war, gazing at the faces of his comrades, some weary, others mournful. Echoes of triumph mingled with sorrow as they counted their losses. Many brave souls had fought valiantly alongside him, now resting in eternal slumber. Unny's heart weighed heavy with the knowledge that every victory came with a price. Freydis approached him, her eyes reflecting both pride and grief. They exchanged a knowing glance that spoke volumes. They had faced unimaginable challenges together and emerged stronger, yet it was not without sacrifice. A bond between them deepened as they recognized their shared pain, a connection forged in fire and tempered by loss. The days that followed, tales began to weave themselves into the fabric of their community. Stories of Unny's courage echoed through the village like whispers on the wind. Dorn recounted how he led his fellow warriors against overwhelming odds, transforming fear into bravery and despair into hope. Children gathered around fires at night, listening intently to legends being born under star-studded skies. Yet even as peace returned to their land, a shadow lingered, a reminder of those who had paid the ultimate price for freedom. Each night, after tending to his duties as a leader and mentor, Unny would find himself at the edge of the forest, where they once battled beasts summoned by Loki's mischief. He would stand there long into twilight, honoring those who had fought beside him, knowing their names would forever be etched in history through stories told around hearths across realms. Watched over these moments from afar, the Valkyrie carrying each fallen hero's soul toward Valhalla with gentle grace. He felt an unyielding connection to Unny's journey. It mirrored her own quest within Asgard's halls, guiding those deserving towards eternal glory, while ensuring legends lived on eternally in mortal hearts. Freydis approached Unny as twilight bathed everything in shades of crimson and gold. Pressed thoughts lingering within her mind about shaping future generations. Their legacy could not end here, but should inspire others to rise against adversity when called upon. Moved by her words, and driven by purpose deeper than ambition itself, Unny embraced this notion wholeheartedly. He began organizing training sessions for younger villagers, eager to learn about valor and resilience, the very qualities he valued most deeply after all they endured together. Each dawn brought children with bright eyes, their laughter mingling with shadows dancing on dew-kissed grass. Nearby, sturdy oaks stood like sentinels guarding ancient secrets, eager to rekindle adventure in youthful hearts. With every lesson imparted upon eager minds, filled with dreams illuminated like stars above them, Unny felt pride swell within him, a sense that he was becoming more than just a warrior. He was nurturing future heroes destined to carry forth tales spun from trials faced hand in hand throughout tumultuous times past. It's turned endlessly forward, while bonds forged during times of struggle remained steadfast, though some souls departed this realm into Valhalla's embrace, others took root deeply anchored within memories, crafted tenderly from love. Aired among comrades united under common cause, whether light or dark loomed overhead. So it came full circle. The cycle continued gently, as whispers spread far beyond mountains surrounding their home, echoing promises made long ago, when hope flickered uncertainly amidst shadows, dancing ever closer, but always striving towards what lay ahead, illuminated brightly against twilight skies. guiding wayward travelers onward toward brighter tomorrows waiting patiently beyond adventures yet untold.